Hey everybody, lots to cover today. No time for a creative intro. Let's get this thing going. There may be a time now or down the road where you find yourself in need of a little extra money. Now, we can always invest in property and buy stocks and other stealthy, confusing, long-term ways of making extra money, but honestly, that's all over my head. I've never looked into any of it, and none of that will get you quick money without any risk. So today, I'm gonna help you start a brainstorm session to finding your perfect, simple, do-it-from-home side hustle you were born for that you can start today. Now, I could sit here and list a bunch of apps or give you a bullet list of jobs you can go get, or we can make this personal. Now, my spidey senses are telling me that you are feeling the pinch, but you would be amazed at what a sense of scarcity can produce and bring out of you that you didn't even know you had in you. That's actually the whole reason YNAB exists today, because a newlywed college student felt that same pinch you're feeling right now. Our founder, Jesse, and his new bride just needed $350 more a month to make the rent. So Jesse ran with what he knew, which was money management and Excel documents, and decided to sell his very own budgeting spreadsheet. He sold that spreadsheet online, and 16 years later, you have what YNAB is today, all because a college student needed to make his rent. All that to say, do not underestimate the beauty and potential that this season of scarcity might be giving you. We truly never know what it might lead to. This video today will have 3 segments. First, we are going to walk through an actual brainstorming activity that will help you land on a way to make money that is unique to you, fits your situation, considers your loves and your skills, and has potential to last beyond a temporary means of making money. Secondly, I'll present you with a money-making challenge inspired by my friend Erin. And third and lastly, I will point you to some tried and true apps and methods for making a little extra money. So to get us started, whip out a piece of paper and a pen because we are gonna get brainstorming. We're gonna start by making a list of all your skills, gifts, talents, passions, loves, and I mean all of them. Do not underestimate your own skill set. Don't worry about whether or not it's something you can monetize, and do not think about who might be better at it than you. Just write it all down. Start first by writing your known skills. Things you've learned with intention that you could confidently perform for someone else. For me, that's video, typing, editing copy, cleaning. You could also think mowing, car repairs, babysitting, computery things, cooking, speaking another language. Just think up as much as you can and write it all down. Now, move on to your gifts and your talents. These are things you're especially good at and almost seems like you were born to do rather than just learn them one day in school. For me, that's music and gift giving, and I feel like video falls in this category again. Other thoughts could be teaching, problem solving, a certain sport, I don't know. Lastly, write out your gifts and your passions. These are things that have nothing to do with work. They're just things you love. For me, that's for sure gonna be dogs, organizing, clothes, shoes. Shoes? Hannah, how are you gonna make any money with the love of shoes? I don't know. This is a brainstorming activity. Just write it down. Don't be trying to think only of answers that are obvious moneymakers. Write down anything that comes to mind. What you've made here is a list of all the things that have already earned their place in your head and in your heart. So we want to make sure we are finding work out of these categories. Because the odds of you sticking with this moneymaker will increase more and more the higher your skill and love for the side hustle is. Let me share a little story that proves my point. In college, I was 100% convinced to sell nail stickers. Yes, you heard that right. Stickers for adult fingernails. And while this in itself is not a bad thing, and it's a product that a lot of women really love, guess what? I 100% hate selling things. Saleswoman, I am not. I didn't feel like it was a product anyone really needed in their life or couldn't live without, so I had a really hard time convincing myself to convince others to buy the product from me. And if you can't imagine, I lost money on that short financial endeavor. Never made a single dime of profit because I was trying to do something that other people loved and other people found success at, but it was something that I truly did not love and therefore probably would not find success at it. And I probably could have told you before I purchased my little startup package that I wouldn't be any good at selling things. Don't know why I didn't take that as a warning sign. But I was so convinced by their stories of how they made money that I thought, surely I could make this work. Surely she was wrong. I want to remind you that a side hustle is a self-sustained endeavor, meaning it's not going to happen if you don't want to do it. You are willingly cashing in your free time in order to make this happen. In that sense, I think it's pretty crucial that you're doing something that you have some kind of investment in emotionally or knowledgeably. That's why we start with the things we know and the things we love and try to find our work out of there instead of just picking up any old side hustle someone told us worked for them. Well, we cross our fingers that it works for us. Now, out of this super hodgepodgey list, we are going to be looking for 3 things. What here is simple, what here is reproducible, and what here is something that people actually need. So let's start with simple and look at video. Is video a simple way of making money? Honestly, no. You have to find clients and script, and then you're filming and you have to edit and color correct and then send it back and get corrections, and it's a lot of work, very time consuming, and much more of a full-blown job than just a little side hustle. But video is a real passion of mine and I wouldn't mind doing it. So how can I make video simpler? Well, I thought of 2 things. First, I can work as a second shooter. That means I come underneath a head videographer and I just show up and I film. At the end of the day, when the event is over, I hand them off my footage and I never have to touch it again. No editing, no client interaction. I just show up when they ask me to, do the job, and leave. The second thing I thought of was selling stock footage. Not only can that be super creative and really fun, but it's fully in my control. I could do a bunch of themed shoots, like chopping vegetables or pouring a bowl of cereal. Then I add whatever edits I want to my footage, upload it to a stock footage website, and people will find it as they need it and buy it. After you put in the work on the front end, it's pretty passive income after that. This is actually an endeavor I'm hoping to pursue this summer. I posted 1 clip in the fall and it's already sold a handful of times. This is simple. I can roll with this. Next, what here is reproducible? If a job is too complicated or has too many layers, the payoff might not be worth all the time and mental strain. I love giving gifts and especially leaving surprise gifts for people. I think it's the most fun thing ever for everyone involved. Last week, I had a brilliant idea as I was putting together a care package for a grieving friend. I thought, could I sell these? It would be such a fun treat for parents to be able to order a care package for their kid who's stuck at home, and it would really brighten people's day. When I first brainstormed my care package idea, it started as, maybe I could have a small one and a big one people can order. And then it got complicated. Okay, if I'm doing it mostly snack-based, I should maybe have a normal option and an organic option, and probably a gluten-free option. Oh, and peanut-free. And I guess I'm envisioning this for kids that are like 3 to 10, but maybe I should do one for teenagers? Like a high school graduation care package, that'd be a good idea. A congrats on your first job care package. Congrats on your engagement. Oh, you're having a kid? Oh, it's twins. Oh, welcome to the minivan club care package. That's gonna tank fast. I'm gonna invest a lot of time and money and mental energy, and if it doesn't go the way I envisioned, then whoopsies. I just wasted a lot of time and money and hopes and dreams. Shoot. So start with one thing. One simple thing that you know you can do well. If I wanted to explore selling care packages, what if I only designed and offered 1 care package? And as people start buying them, I can tweak and edit the process, and I can ask them, what did you like? What parts did you not like? And how can I better perform on my packaging or my delivery? If you want to mow lawns, just mow lawns for a few weeks. Don't offer to also pull the weeds and remulch the garden beds and trim the bushes. Start with one simple task. Work out the kinks, and when your confidence is high and your work is consistent, then you can start to add in other elements or expand. Lastly, we want to check, is there a need for it? Before you dive into your newly brainstormed side hustle, do your research. We can come up with seemingly brilliant ideas only to realize they are services that no one would hire. For instance, I love to organize things. I know that there are people who make a living organizing other people's homes. I've seen it online. But before I invest all my free time planning my organization service, I should probably ask around, hey, would you ever hire a service like this? Like if you were feeling extremely unorganized and needed some help, what would you do about it? They may express interest in paying someone to help them, or they may just binge watch a lot of Marie Kondo. It's like kind of the same thing. So as you analyze your list of skills and gifts and talents, loves and passions, look for those 3 things. Is it simple? Is it reproducible? And is it something people actually need? I would encourage you to look at your whole list and try to come up with 1 to 3 jobs for each thing you listed. If they're not feasible business options, they are at least getting your brain thinking. You may uncover 5 new potential side hustles in the process. That's amazing. But remember, start simple. Pick 1, flesh it out, and move forward from there. That's our brainstorming activity. On to our challenge. My friend Erin here at YNAB has a theory. We all have $1,000 sitting in our house. What? Literally where? Please give me exact coordinates to this $1,000. How many paces? Sadly, she doesn't mean each house has $1,000 secretly built into the infrastructure that we're just all needing to go find. But what a fun idea for a novel, right? What Erin means is that we all have things sitting around our house that we no longer use, that no longer fit the season of life we're in, or that just doesn't get appreciated enough to justify us owning it over someone else who would actually use it. And you may be thinking, I have nothing to give away of any value. There's truly no money in there. But don't knock it until you try it. Even if you only find $500 or $200, that's $200 you didn't have before, and hey, now your house is cleaner. Growing up, our garage was a catch-all for anything that we didn't know what to do with or didn't have a better place to go. We had some kind of exercise gazelle thing in there, a mini fridge my sister brought back from college, many bikes we were not using, all kinds of weird lawn equipment from my dad trying to reseed our front yard, and just all kinds of things that had real value and were literally collecting dust by sitting in our garage. We never used them. Never. Your kitchen might be the same story. Did you buy a SodaStream back in 2010 only to find out that it does not taste at all like soda? Did Rachel Ray convince you that you need a Dutch oven only to be losing valuable cabinet space to an item you've only used 4 times since 2015? Think of the griddle that you use once a year around the holidays, or the air fryer, or the perfectly good coffee maker that got replaced by another one that just grinds beans or something. And how often do you really make waffles? Money, you guys. It's just sitting there. Check your closets. They also tend to be kind of a catch-all for items we don't know what else to do with. Dive deep into your basements. Even question your furniture. Sometimes we simply have kept things because we felt lucky enough to have it given to us, or we spent a lot of money to buy it, and we're just more attached to it than we actually need it. And if extreme times call for extreme measures, think big. You have a fully furnished guest bedroom, but you've only had 4 sets of guests in the last 5 years. Maybe we could sell these furnishings and repurpose this room for something you'd use every day. Because remember, you are paying for your home too. Make the most of it. You could make it into a new kids' playroom, a new office, or roll out your yoga mat, move your dumbbells in there, and make it a workout room. If you think big enough, the possibilities are truly endless. It is worth noting that there is an emotional cost in letting things go. You might never use something and at the same time not be able to possibly fathom how you could part with it. I get it. Do whatever is best for you, but we do encourage you to really challenge yourself and ask, is this something I'm keeping out of attachment or out of necessity? Sentimental value has great worth, but if you're extremely sentimental, just make sure you're not tagging every sentimental item as something you could never give away. Now, what do you do once you've collected all these things you realize you can live without? I have listed and sold a ton of stuff on Facebook Marketplace. Like a ton. If you're selling clothes or home decor, I have been crushing it on Poshmark lately. It's basically the eBay of the clothing world. You simply make an account and create a listing for each item that you want to sell. Poshmark prompts you to list both the retail purchasing price and your asking price, and purchasers can either buy directly from your Poshmark closet, or they can make an offer on the item, which you can then accept, decline, or counter with another offer. Poshmark does claim 20% of your earnings, but the buyer actually pays for shipping, so all you have to do is print off the shipping label, throw it in a bag, and send it off to your buyer. And while they do take some of your sales, the beauty is that you will never spend a dime. You will only make money. You can also look into eBay, Craigslist, Mercari, I don't know how to say it. And also, never underestimate the power of a simple Instagram or Facebook post. I've sold items directly out of my Instagram stories before. I listed it in my stories, and then as soon as someone wanted to purchase it from me, I just deleted the post so that I didn't get any more inquiries about it. So as you're walking around your house, here are a few things to keep an eye out for. Furniture you no longer need, old textbooks, kitchen appliances, gift cards that you will never use, sports equipment, kids' toys, jewelry, vintage items, art, DVD collections, retired musical instruments, underappreciated patio furniture, the list goes on. And on to the final section of this long, lovely video. And probably the part you've all just been waiting for, where I will just give you a list of apps you can make money through, or jobs you can get, or things you can do that are tried and true. They've been working for people for years. Everything I'm about to list qualifies as an essential business or is completely from home, so they're all safe to do right now. Sell your personal skills and services on Fiverr. You can sell logos, calligraphy, voiceovers, photo editing skills, design your own greeting cards or printables. You can also apply to be a transcriptionist through Rev or some other transcription service. If you have an eye for design and some good ideas, you can create some simple printables like inspirational quotes or checklists and sell them on Etsy or Shopify. Teach a language through services like VIP Kid. Find side hustles and part-time work at websites like weworkremotely.com. You can sell stock photos. While Shutterstock is reserved for higher quality photos, you can actually sell phone quality photos through Fope. If you've got an eye for details and good grammar, search for job listings hiring a proofreader. You can even design t-shirts and other apparel through Teespring. You design, they sell. Now, for some jobs that do require you to leave home but are essential businesses and isolated work, you can walk and pet sit dogs through the app Rover. Deliver food to people via Grubhub, Eat Street, Food Dude. That's not one. I made that up. That'd be a good one though. DoorDash or Postmates. And lastly, purchase and deliver someone else's groceries for them through Instacart. That's it. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that this gives you a good launching pad to start thinking about how you can be making money from the comfort of your own home. While most of these will probably start out as a little side hustle for you, who really knows? In 16 years, you could be selling your products and services worldwide. If you end up taking up a new side hustle during this time, please tell us about it. If there are any side hustles you want to hear more about, let us know that too. We are here for you guys and want to help you get financially sound in as many ways as we can. So with that, go brainstorm your lists, and I can't wait to hear about them. That's actually how YNAB got started. Did I just say YNAB? That's actually the whole reason YNAB got started. Did I say YNAB? Dang it. That's actually the whole reason YNAB...